Hey everyone, Piano Man Chuck here, again with the Casio Privia PX-5S. Today I'm going to talk about this edit button right here. But before I get into that, let me just point out that over here on this side of the keyboard, you have a big blue bar here labeled tone that spans across these 8 buttons. These 8 buttons are the familiar 8 banks of tones that you're going to be dealing with. And they're labeled piano, electric piano, organ, strings bass, guitar bass, synth various, drums, and hex layer. Within those, you have a bunch of other selections to narrow it down to what type of piano, or electric piano, or organ, or string brass, whatever. So, whatever tone that you're currently working on, and in this case right now, I have it set for grand piano concert. And we showed you in another video how to alter some of the effects with these knobs and sliders. But now, let's say I want to fine-tune that tone. Here's how we're going to do that. We're going to press the edit button, and when we do that, you'll see that stage setting and tone come up. Those are 2 selections that you have. We're not going to cover stage settings in this video. That's a whole complete video in its own right, and probably one of the most important ones. In this video, we're going to cover the tone one. So if we select that and hit enter, this is what I'm going to show you, all of the different categories and parameters of effects that you can specify for the particular tone that you have selected at this point in time. And again, I have selected Grand Piano Concert, so this is what I'm editing at this point. Now, we're not going to get into what each of these parameters means, but just show you how to do it. So basically, pitch is the first thing that you can edit, and if you enter that, you can see that within pitch, you have all these different categories that you can edit. Octave shift, initial level, attack time, release level, stretch tune. And let's go back and let's take a look at what you can edit with the filter. That's another good one. So if we pick filter, we can edit the parameters within that filter of cutoff, resonance, velocity sense, envelope depth, initial level, attack time, attack level, decay time, decay level, release time, and release level. Let's go back. The amp setting, that's another good one. If we see what we can edit within that, volume, of course, velocity sense, initial level, attack time, attack level, decay time, decay level, and release time. Let's go back to the next one. You'll notice it says 1 of 3, so there's 3 pages here. The next one will take me to the next page. So page 2 of 3, and it seems to be 3 choices per page. Effects, if I choose that and go into DSP edit, which again brings you into another thing. We've covered this one actually in a previous video. It's one of the buttons over here on the left, the DSP. Let's go back from that one. Chorus send, delay send, and reverb send. Okay, LFO, we go into that one, and we got the pitch. What kind of wave? I mean, this is really cool. Sine wave, tri-wave, saw up, saw down, pulse, 1 of 3, pulse 2 of 3. Pulse 3, 1, and so on and so forth. So let's just go back to where we were. It was sine wave. This is actually where you get into your synthesizer capabilities, where you try and describe the wave, and you get into the envelopes and all kinds of stuff. Really cool stuff for this type of board. So, and then you have the pitch rate, pitch depth. There's 6 pages here of this stuff, and we're on page 2 now. Pitch delay, pitch rise, pitch mod depth, a filter, amp wave, and rather than reading it, let me just go scroll through it so that you can see it on your screen, because there's way too many here. Okay. And the next one is the Portamento. So let's go in that and see what we can do with that. Portamento on or off, and time. Okay, and the next editable one after that, in the last page, pan. You mostly think of that pan left to right, but we go over in there when we see that dynamic panning can be turned on or off, and then you have pan position. And lastly, but not least, name edit. When you go into that, we're editing the grand piano concert, but if we're making it our own, we want to give it a different name, and this is where you get to rename it. So that's it as far as the tone edit goes. When you press the edit button again, you're presented with stage setting and tone. We just covered this tone, and in the next video we're going to cover the stage setting. And I really thank you for watching. Piano Man Chuck, peace out.